Hello, hello. Pete's Packs doing our first live stream. Woo! So, some of you are getting a little sneak preview at the most recent video that I've recorded, or at least the results of the most recent video I've recorded. So, just hanging out, having a good time, and putting stuff away. By putting stuff away, I mean organizing stuff and getting stuff done. So, oh, yeah. Probably not going to be the most exciting thing. This is just a test stream after all. Don't even know if I'll post this. Also, don't even know if anyone will even show up, which is cool. Yeah. It's just me hanging out for a bit, organizing stuff, and getting things put away. That's cool. This turns into a raging party. That's cool too. So, oh, let's see. I need to make a folder or something for all these rare sheets at this point. Modern Horizons. That. Let's see, what is this? That is a bill that needs to be paid. Joys of adulthood. And it is gross outside right now. Let's see. I need to hang on to that. Okay. I'm gonna go get a pack of perfect fits. Don't see anyone in the chat yet, which is totally fine. Totally cool. Looks like I'm not getting any dropped frames, which is good. There. Okay. Let's see, those are secret layers for future secret layer Sundays. It's a whole bunch of junk that I need to set up for recycling. I need to empty the trash. Busy day. Busy, busy, busy. Busy, busy monkey. I'm a busy monkey. Let's see, that's my look for Horizon Lands. Need to make a book for this oil slick basics. Okay. Let's see, those are top loader. That's side load. There we go. Side load, perfect. Ooh. Oh, oh, I just dumped a bunch of stuff on the floor. Okay. Let's swap over to the webcam. You guys can actually see what the hell I'm doing. Okay. Bundle box. Bundle box can go over there. Bundle. Go on the Q stack. Not to be confused with John Cusack. Oh boy. All right. Well, we can move that out of the way. That back there. Get out these perfect fits. See if anyone shows up. Hey, Panda Girl, how are you doing? Today, we have daylight savings changing over, so I got up an extra hour early on accident. Or an hour late? I'm not sure. What day is it? What time? Today's Sunday. Today's Sunday, right? Today is Sunday. Oh, let's see. Yeah, so my alarm did not go off when it normally would because we had daylight savings time go into effect this morning. You met your cousin today. Well, that's cool. Is it a distant cousin or this one that you've met before and you guys were just spending time together? Like, I'm interested in hearing the story there. I miss my cousins. I haven't seen many. I don't think I've seen any of them since. Yeah, I haven't seen any of them since since my grandfather's funeral. It was like a year and a half ago. We used to have really big like family holiday events, and then everyone had started having kids, and yeah, we got a bit older, and just hasn't happened since. It's kind of sad. Modern Horizon, turn up mic, please. Okay. Let's see. Oh, how do I do that? I can increase the gain on the mic. Is that a little better? TLF, is that a little better on the mic? So we're not actually opening any packs on stream today. We might do that in the future. I'm actually out of Modern Horizons 2 packs at this point. I had the 2 boxes and a couple of loose packs that I had for prize packs. But yeah, we've opened up I've opened up all of the Modern Horizons 2 that I have at this point. Are those the new lands? Yes, they are. These are the oil slick lands from Phyrexia All Will Be One, the complete bundles. I was only able to get a hold of one bundle. My LGS only got 12 allocated. My rarest card or favorite card? So my rarest card is actually in a there's 3 of them. They're slabbed separately because I had them graded a few years ago. But those are in a safety deposit box on the other side of the state. So unfortunately, I can't pull that. Let's see, what's the rarest card I have with me? Oh, I have a set of signed Nathali dragons from DragonCon in 1994, which was the first year anniversary of Magic. It's not my best card, but it is pretty rare. Yeah, I play Modern. I mostly play Vintage, Legacy, Old School, and Standard at this point. But I play Modern every now and then, and I've got a Pioneer deck sleeved up. I have a few. Let's see. I have a few Pauper decks stashed away somewhere. I do a lot of limited also. So, but once I finish putting these oil slick lands in perfect fits, I will grab. I'll grab some really cool stuff that I have. It's not necessarily my rarest stuff, but it is some cool stuff that I really enjoy. Like I've got my playset of Arena counterspells from like 1996. What deck do I play in Modern? I play a rogue. Rogue as in not meta, not as in the creature type. 4-color control. It's called we call it Ren, White, and Screwed. It utilizes Ghost Quarter and a couple of other land destruction lands with Ren and 6, and then it's blue-white control on top of that. What inspired me to be a card collector? Well, when I was a kid, I grew up really poor in the United States, which is to say, nowhere near as poor as I could have been. But we did not have a lot of money, and one of the treats I could get as a kid, so one of the little things that brought me a lot of joy was being able to get a pack of cards. It's like sometimes it would be baseball cards, or sports cards, and then sometimes it would be like Magic, or later it was Pokemon, stuff like that. But it was a little treat that we could afford, like 1 or 2 packs every few months. Like I would get 2 or 3 booster packs for Christmas or sometimes for a birthday, things like that. And it always brought me a lot of joy. And then as I got older and was able to earn my own money and move into more middle class, I started to be able to lean more into my hobbies because I could afford to. So I picked back up on card collecting. And during that time also I was very competitive in Magic. It was a good way for me to fund my own hobby by playing competitively. And I was pretty good. I qualified for the Pro Tour a few times, which was pretty cool. Won a few PTQs, went to a few Grand Prix. Never did super great at Grand Prix. I did like top 16 a couple of times, which was pretty cool. Yeah, that's what got me into collecting originally, and why I stuck with it. I'm on the spectrum. It's something that I can focus on and obsess over, and it's really easy to do that. I thought Pokemon cards are cool, but MH2 the art is very well made. Yeah, Magic has always had fantastic art. And Modern Horizons 2 has some really, really beautiful art. The one thing that I have found really frustrating with some of the newer stuff is in set boosters, they put the art cards in there. So these things, which are absolutely fantastic. You get to see a bigger version of the art, but other than that, they don't have any use. Like, I mean, I guess I could see like using them to get signed instead of regular cards, but other than that, I don't know what to do with these things, and they take up a lot of space because they're slightly thicker than normal Magic cards, like a hair thicker than, not even a hair. Um, they're like maybe 5 or 6% thicker than regular Magic cards, so they build up bulk really quickly. And you get one in every pack, so if you open a case or two, you end up with 300 or 400 of them. And I just don't know what to do with them. I think some people collect them, but like if you look up the prices for the art cards, none of them are worth anything. Because a bunch of people have them and no one knows what to do with them, I guess. Let's see. We have 20 sheets here. Yeah, 20 sheets. So that means each land will get 5 sheets. So I'm looking to build up 20 of each, which means I need to get a hold of another 9 of those bundles. Oh, that is going to be fun. Does the cards cost any money? And if it does, do you ever sell one of them? Yeah, so some of the cards can be very expensive. And it really depends on how much the card is used, and how hard they are to get a hold of normally. I've miscounted. I'll have 4 sheets per, not 5 sheets per, because there's 20 sheets. Yeah, I occasionally sell stuff, but not super often. I try to keep at least 2 play sets of most cards. A playset being 4 of for most things. So generally, once I get past 2 playsets, I will consider selling things, but as a general rule, no, I don't really sell stuff. And part of that comes from not wanting to go through the hassle of it, and also the other part, growing up with very little, I have an unhealthy attachment to things, so it feels weird to sell stuff. Let's see. And also, there was a fairly traumatic event when I was in my teen. Well, just before my teens, um, where a large portion of my collection was burned. It's one of those things that I'm not really comfortable talking about it yet, even though it was over 20 years ago at this point. It's a very painful memory. Um, but I have a lot of enduring trauma from that, and as a result, have attachment issues with things. So it's a whole thing. Can I tell you a joke? You'll rate it. If I don't want to, that's okay. I'm trying to think if I have any jokes that are safe for work. Oh, here's a good one. Where does uh where does Nicol Bolas keep his armies? In his sleeveys. I think it's a funny one. It's not particular. It is very much a childish one. Now these little binders are from a game called Mage Wars. That was a really fun game and an absolute flop. So, let's see on the back. The reason I like it is it has 10 sheets instead of or 20 sheets instead of 10. So Nicol Bolas is a or is one of the Elder Dragons in Magic the Gathering, and during War of the Spark, he was during Amonkhet, Hour of Devastation, and War of the Spark, he was amassing really large zombie armies. Um, and it plays off the uh, joke that army and armies is kind of like sort of babyish talk or it sounds like babyish talk for arms. So where does he keep his armies? In his sleeveys. You keep your arms in your sleeves. It's not a very good joke. I promise you. Um, but it's even less funny when I explain it, but it makes me laugh because it's just silly. Yeah, go ahead. You're welcome to tell a joke. So we've got the oil slick lens and a book. Mm. Yep, that's not supposed to be up there. Oh, hopefully that wasn't legible. What do the oceans say at each other when they meet? Nothing, they just waved. See what I did there. Oh, that's pretty good. That's a good dad joke. Like that's a great joke. See that one's better than mine. I'll give that a 7.5 out of 10. Very good. Let's see. Yeah, of course, anytime. Let's see. I've got some cool stuff in here. I just need to get to it. Let's see. Got a whole bunch of foil stuff for Pauper. Generally not a big fan of foils, but every now and then I'll bling out a Pauper deck. Something. Which can be very expensive. Synthesizers, Disruption Protocol. Oh, here's something cool. These are actually far more rare than any modern foil. Let's see. I'm going to switch over to the dot cam so we can get a good up close of some stuff. Okay. Here's a fun one. Set foil Spider Silk armor. So Spider Silk armor is heavily used in Pauper. It's a great way to keep your creatures alive through most of the mass removal. And set foils from early Magic sets where they did foils were very, very difficult to get a hold of. Yeah, I have well more than 10,000. In fact, I've opened more than 10,000 on the channel. Last time I did inventory, I have around 3.5 million cards. For Magic the Gathering, at least. And then for Pokemon, I have about 30,000. And then for other card games altogether, probably somewhere in the range of another 2 to 3 million. So let's see. Have anything cool in here? It's a whole bunch of gain lands. Yeah, there's regular Spider Silk armor, another regular Spider Silk armor, some Street Wraiths. These are actually pretty rare. Let's see. Yeah. Yeah, like set foil Baron Moors from Onslaught. Got a few of those. Like foil blood celebrant, those are really hard to find because they're used in a few different pauper decks. Some regular spider silk armors, foil one. I've actually got some Asian foils for spider silk armor, which is even more rare. I think I've got a Japanese one and a simplified Chinese and a Korean one. Let's see. Those are snuff outs. Dark Rits. Lightning bolts. More lightning bolts. Oh, here's some fun stuff. Like relatively rare stuff, but not crazy rare stuff. Let's see, I've got an Arena Fireball from Arena. I've got a foil Capsize from, I can't remember if this is from the Judge program or something else. I was originally going to put this on eBay, and then I decided against it. Got some Lotus Petals, Culling the Weak, set foil, Cabal Rituals. These are pretty rare. Again, early sets, foils were very hard to come by. These, last I looked, were around $120 a piece for a common. And it's because the original Cabal Ritual just did not have a large printing. This is a playset of signed set foil Cloud of Fairies. So signed by the artist. This printing is very rare. Have I met any other famous card collectors? Yeah, I've met several. Let's see, I've met and done business with Rudy from Alpha Investments. I've met several Pro Tour players for Magic. Like I don't know that there's really a famous collector market as much. I met Post Malone once. That was kind of cool. He's really big into Magic. He almost bought a couple of oddities that I have from really early in Magic. So these are unusual. So Japanese Lotus Petals and Japanese Cabal Rituals. Crop rotations. Some more Japanese Cabal Rituals. I picked up a whole bunch of Asian singles middle of last year. Japanese Red Elemental Blasts. This is significant because 4th edition was the first set that that was in Asian languages. These are from 4th edition. Nice thing about them is they are black border instead of white border, which I really like. Like I've got my Japanese Blue Elemental Blasts. Excuse me. These are all play sets. Yeah, so these are very early sets. This is the art that got me into Magic, or kept me in Magic rather. This Japanese Kumbaj witches. These are really hard to find. So Arabian Nights was never actually printed in Japanese, but there was a set called Chronicles. Jeez, I don't know why I couldn't remember that. where they reprinted a bunch of stuff from Arabian Nights, and some of the early editions. It was like Arabian Nights, The Dark, and Antiquities and Legends cards. Yes, fourth edition is also the first in Portuguese. I actually have some fourth edition Portuguese, and it's beautiful that they're black border. Or that I mostly have Portuguese fourth edition lands. Like these are pretty sure these are Japanese. Yes, these are from Japanese and from Chronicles. It's actually the only way to get the antiquities stamped cards in Japanese. Chronicles was white border in the United States. So Asian language and let's see, Asian language Chronicles is all black border. Portuguese Chronicles, which there was not very much of, is black border. And then in Europe, you had two releases of it. You had Renaissance and Renaissance 2. It wasn't actually called Renaissance 2, it was the second printing of Renaissance. And those were also black border. And that was in German, French, Italian, and Spanish, if I remember correctly. But it was the same printing as Chronicles. It was just called Renaissance instead, and there was like 2 or 3 cards that they removed from it. So, yeah, Chronicles was in a white border, but only in English. The Italian one may have also been white border. Now that I think about it, because Legends and The Dark were done in so my overall sub goal is 1,000 subs. And when we hit 1,000 subs, I will give away something cool. Probably like a box of the current Magic set or a gift card. Oh, here it is. No, here they are. I forgot I had 2 of them now. These are foil Japanese spider silks, or not spider silk. It's silk web armor, spider silk armor, something like that. I was just showing the other version of it earlier. It's one of those cards that I use all the time and I forget its name way too much. Yeah, spider silk armor. Yeah, I've got 2 Japanese foils of it, which foils from Arcadian Masks, especially for commons, are really difficult to get a hold of, and non-English foils are even harder. Like my Japanese foil, Dream Zubera. The best card art I own. That's a tough one. My favorite. I really like the art on Stasis, but it's not my favorite. Probably the art from 7th edition Cloud of Fairies. I've got a set of foil ones that are not Cloud of Fairies, Boomerang. Boomerang. It's by Rebecca Guay, and it has fairies coming out of a tree folk, and I really like the art on that. Let's see, some Russian stuff. I'm pretty sure is a Japanese Ash Barrens. It's a Korean funeral charm. So Korean Visions was really hard to get a hold of. Some Korean lands, Chinese, I believe. More Korean. It's a Korean annul. Japanese foil. Crop rotations. These are actually a promo that they did last year. And my Korean Duresses. And that is Diabolic Edict. So yeah. Ooh, I actually have something really cool I can show you guys. So my early some of my early stuff. Let's see. Yeah. Yeah, I can show that on camera. That should be fine. So yeah, like speaking of Renaissance, this is a French Renaissance Mishra's factory. So as you can see, it is black border. It's actually a playset of them that have been jammed into one sleeve. And this is the autumn art. But this is all French and Renaissance. This is the French printing of Renaissance. I had 6 years of French between high school and college, and I am really, really bad at French. Let's see. You asked a lot of questions of me. How about I ask you a question? What's your favorite color? That's one of my favorite questions to ask. I've got a beta blue elemental blast. I use that every now and then when I play vintage. Get some Korean electrickeries. 4th edition Korean lightning bolt. This is the second most expensive printing of lightning bolt. The most expensive being alpha. The Korean 4th edition ones are actually more expensive than the beta ones. Huh, there you go. Let's see, 4th edition Twiddles. Actually, I have a whole bunch of Korean Twiddles. I think I have 2 play sets. I do collect Korean 4th edition also, specifically Korean 4th edition and Korean Renaissance. Yeah, I spent a year and a half working in Korea and really enjoyed it. And it's also the rarest printing of both Renaissance and 4th edition. It had the smallest run. The second smallest run was Portuguese. So we've got some Circles of Protection. That's actually Japanese, not Korean. Not sure why it's in my stack of Korean stuff. Fog, Library of Ling, Blue Elemental Blast, another Blue Elemental Blast. So these 2 Blue Elemental Blasts individually are more expensive than this beta Blue Elemental Blast. So this is depending on the time of year, between $80 and $120, depending on the time of year. These are $200 each. And there's about half as many of these as there are of these out in the world. So, something to consider. Let's see. Blue element, or circle of protection blue, circle of protection red, channel, strip mine. This I've actually had since I was a kid. By kid, I mean less than 18. So, just a little bit of stuff to show off. Let's see, ask you more if you want. What do you do for a living? What kind of do you work? Are you do you have kids? You know, same goes for you. Same goes for Fernando and I don't know if that says TLF or TIFF. Yeah. So there's all this cool stuff. Be careful. This is my stuff for Pauper. Yeah. I don't want to mix in my Pauper bling with my legacy and vintage stuff. Where is Ullaport Cutthroats over here? Where are Gitaxian probes over here? Oh, because Gitaxian probe is still legal in Pauper. I think. Unless they banned it. I think that's the only place that's not banned or restricted. Oh, okay. Here we go. Yeah, here's some good examples. Because I had my where's this towers out. So these are 8th edition. This is Chronicles. This is US Chronicles. It has a 95 copyright date. It's white border. Has the original set symbol. Here's another one from Chronicles. These are all 8th edition. And then we have Japanese Chronicles. Just had it in my hand a minute ago. Yep. It's farther back in the stack. Oubliette. Culling. Lotus. What the heck? Literally just had it in my hands a couple minutes ago. There they are. That's Japanese Chronicles. We have French Chronicles. So French Chronicles was also copyright 1995. because they did, well, French Chronicles is actually Renaissance. So Renaissance, come on, focus. Get that autofocus, and there we go. So you'll see that has a copyright of 1995. This is Renaissance, French Renaissance specifically. Now this is Japanese Chronicles. You'll notice it has a copyright date of 1996. It still has the antiquity symbol. I agree. Black Border looks so much better. And then I actually have antiquities copies of these as well. I'm going to refocus so that you can actually see those. I'm going to go grab my antiquities copies. The Ursulans are actually a really easy one to show on this kind of thing, because they are so ubiquitous as far as in Magic history, and because they've been reprinted like a bajillion times. Let's see. And then we've got my copies from Antiquities, which you'll notice don't have a copyright symbol or don't have a copyright date on them. So, yeah. But this is just one of my old trade binders that I don't use very much anymore. Let's see. These are the ones that I play with a lot, so I don't mind handling them. Yeah. No copyright symbol. Or not copyright symbol, no copyright date on it. And I actually have the full spread in Antiquities. So all 4 arts for Urza's Mine. I've got the same for the others. And this is one of my sets. Like, this is the set that I used to play with competitively. Do I have any enemies? I mean, that's kind of an unusual question. I don't have anyone that I consider my enemy. There are some people that may consider me to be the villain in their life, but I don't, as far as I'm aware, no, I don't have any enemies. Kind of a foreboding question there, but no, it's as far as I know, I don't have any enemies. I may, but none that I'm aware of. Why are you working on a villain origin story or something? Should I be concerned, Panda Girl? All right. And then after Antiquities was the last set that didn't have a copyright date, if I remember correctly. Because like Legends has a copyright date. You notice the 1994 on Legends. Oh, my good old Force Spikes. Oh, you're just curious. No, that's fine. I'm of course picking. Let's see. What's some other cool stuff I can show you, all of you? Oh, I know. Might break up a little. The mic doesn't reach very far across the house, and it's a lavalier mic, so. Let's see. Got some rare judge foils, and I've got some other cool stuff from back when I was playing super competitively. These are one of those things that don't look super special, but if you know what they are, they're super exciting. Oh, you just want to be my number one fan? Oh, that's sweet. Thank you, Panda Girl. So these are very hard to come by. And I have had some people over the years be a little annoyed that I play with them. Do I have any number one fan in the past besides me? My partner. Um, they're they've been my number one fan before, I guess. And I guess growing up, possibly my mother. I don't know. She was never super excited for the stuff that I would do. And when I was really young, my grandfather. These these are some rarities and some oddities. And yes, this is two playsets of guys, a foil Judge promo Gaia's Cradles. And my Judge promo City of Brass, or I can't remember if these were Judge promos or Arena promos for City of Brass. Those are a pretty penny. I've got two promo Wheel of Fortunes. I've got my playset of promo Intuition, or of Judge Foil Intuitions. I think I just have one Judge promo Enlightened Tutor. Yeah, I just have the one. And then I've got a playset of Lotus Petals, but the other two are in a deck. So these are kind of rare. Yeah. Uh, so I don't know if anyone in the stream recognizes exactly how hard to come by these are. Um, but just for an example, each of these are about $1,400. Like, Just a little unusual. These last I checked were like 250, maybe a little more. The Lotus pedals, I actually have 4 Lotus pedals. I pulled all 4 of them, oddly enough. So that was fun. Enlightened Tutor, I got that for judging like back in the late 90s. The Wheel of Fortunes I traded for, and the Intuitions actually won in a competition like 18, 19 years ago, something like that. So those are cool. And the Cities of Brass, I also got judging. And wow, it's already been an hour. Nice. So yeah, I actually have a short that I should eventually put together that is no longer really valid because it's there was someone that was in the comments being kind of a butt. It was the first set of negative comments it was actually the second set of negative comments I ever got. And I decided to be cheeky and make a set of shorts about it. And I'm not sure that they're even, still relevant. Because the guy was like, imagine all the things you could have done with the money that you spent on Magic instead. And was like, dude, it's my hobby. I'll spend my money how I want to. Like, he kept going back and forth on it. And, like, it's fine. Like, someone wants to be sour grapes over somebody else's hobby. That's on them. But I recorded a whole bunch of videos. Yeah, I don't know what my most popular ones are. But the guy was being really, sour about the shorts I was making. So I poked at him a little bit in the comments. Probably wasn't the best idea. But I recorded a series of things that I was going to stitch together into a short, and I just never got around to stitching together the short. It was like, this is what $3,000 of magic looks like. This is what another $3,000 of magic looks like. And it was across 7 or 8 clips that I made. And it went from like 2 cases of product. Oh, thank you. I had no idea that it had over 1,000 views. That's cool. I'm really bad about not looking at my analytics. So I should really get better about that. But yeah, so it started as like 2 or 3 cases of product, and then went down progressively to fewer and fewer cards until it was just a time walk from unlimited, which at the time was 3,000. And since that has happened, time walk, an unlimited time walk in mod play condition is now like almost 7 grand. So it's not exactly a relevant video anymore, but I still want to put it together. I've still got all the footage on my phone. I need to do that at some point. The problem that I run into is that the computer that I record on, and I'm also streaming from right now, um, does not have the capacity to do video editing, really. Um, like when I open DaVinci Resolve or something along those lines, um, it just completely craps out. Um, So like I've managed to edit one video the entire time I've had my channel. Yeah. We'll see you later, Fernando. You missed some cool stuff. So when you get a chance, catch the replay that I'll post. I pulled out some of my old Judge promos, um, with like my Gaia's Cradles and uh, Cities of Brass and Intuitions and all that. So some cool stuff. Yeah, I really prefer making the long form videos, but they don't get very many views, um, which is sad because they're a lot of fun. It's just I don't think most people have the patience to sit through me me yammering for for 20 between 20 minutes and an hour or something like that. Cool. Well, I hope you enjoy lunch. Hopefully it's something good. It is still breakfast time here. Uh, yeah, it's almost 11, so almost time for lunch. We just had daylight savings time, so everything went forward an hour. I'm still adjusting to it, but got a sneak preview of some of the upcoming shorts. These are ones that I need to record. So we've got some draft boosters for Phyrexia All Will Be One, which won at FNM. Got some set boosters because they ran out of draft boosters. Then got 5 promo packs, including a foil promo pack. So at my LGS, friendly local gaming store, you only get a foil promo pack if you place first, and then you get a regular promo pack if you go fourth through second. So there were about 3 weeks where I didn't go to Friday Night Magic because I just wasn't feeling real great. My partner went, and they ended up with 3 promo packs. And then the 1 week that I came back, I ended up with a foil promo pack, and they ended up with a regular promo pack because we took first and second. What is things you do but people thinks it's weird? I'll tell mine after if I can think of one. Oh, lots of stuff. Um, like uh, in at least in Magic, I've always played with my lands at the top of what I'm viewing and everything else at the bottom, which is kind of reversed for most people. So to my opponents, it looks like my board looks like their board, just above theirs. And that's how I've been playing uh, since always. Like that's how I learned for Magic. And a lot of people think that's weird. I don't like double sleeving, even though that's become commonplace now. I still prefer single sleeve. Um, Another thing that a lot of people think it's weird. Most of the time, I don't care about a card's value as far as its price. Um, like that's not a concern to me. The biggest concern for me when it comes to cards is how playable they are and how accessible they are. Um, I love playing tabletop games, and I want other people to be able to also play those games. So when a card or a product is unattainable or exceedingly difficult to attain to the point that people can't access it, I take issue with that, which is part of why I get so upset with mythic counts that they've been doing in more recent sets, and also why I was just livid with the Magic 30 stuff. Because I mean, I've been playing Magic for 30 years now. Well, 30 years in June, and I I genuinely can't see a world where the game no longer exists. Like I don't know what that would be like because I've been playing Magic most of my life at this point. Um, and I mean, I've been playing Pokemon longer than I haven't as well. Vintage card price matters, recent ones mostly for playing. And see, that's the thing. Even old cards, they should reprint older things to the point that they're reasonable. I am firmly against the reserve list, even though I have hundreds of thousands of dollars tied up in it. Um, if they printed, Black Lotus tomorrow and put it in a standard set, I would not care. It would not bother me in the least bit. And that is as someone that has multiple alpha, beta, and unlimited Black Lotuses and multiple sets of power. So that is a thing. And I actually play with my power in paper when I get the chance. Um, that's actually something that a lot of people think is really weird. I refuse to proxy my vintage decks. Like I will walk around with a vintage deck fully powered out, fully blinged out. Um, Now, if somebody wanted to try and rob me, they would have a very bad day. Uh, but yeah, that's just that is my weird take on it. The reserve list is not a good thing for Magic, and similar policies are not good for card games in general. Um, I'm firmly of the opinion that price speculation on card games kills card games in the long term. Um, it's they're game pieces, not stocks. Like if you want to gamble your money, either go to a casino or play the stock market, but keep it out of Magic. Keep it out of Magic. Keep it out of Pokemon. Keep it out of Yu-Gi. Actually, you can have it in Yu-Gi-Oh. I don't care about Yu-Gi-Oh. But card speculators, I mean, I know people are going to speculate on stuff regardless. There's no real way to stop that. But I feel that card speculators in general do more harm to the games that they speculate on than help. And and that's sad because there's a lot of joy that can be had from those games. And people taking joy out just for monetary benefit, just why? Just think I'm weird sometimes because I feed my food to ants if I wait, what? Well, I think it's pretty cool. By the way, people just think I'm weird because sometimes I feed my food to ants if I see an ant nest because I like ants. Is that weird? No, I mean ants are cool. I had an ant farm when I was a kid. Uh, well, it wasn't one of the official ant farms. It was a ant farm that my grandfather made for me. Um, he took two old he took two panes of glass and an old picture frame and made an ant farm for me. But that was a lot of fun. We would feed them like little scraps of bread and sugar water and stuff like that, and watch them make tunnels. Man, I hadn't thought about that in forever. Yeah. Unfortunately, it was made out of actual glass and a wooden picture frame that he had like sealed up the edges on. The top came off, and I don't know, it's like maybe 8 or 9. I dropped it and it broke and made a big mess, and I got cut on my foot from it. I actually still have the scar on my right big toe, which I don't know why I am pointing at it when it's not on camera and no one can see it, and I'm not putting my feet on camera. Because I have learned that lesson. Yeah, ants are cool. It's like bees are cool too. Let's see. Also, welcome Marius Fleck. Welcome to the stream. Yeah. The like an example for a card that I brought out, like Gaia's Cradle, for instance. It is insane to me the price of Gaia's Cradle at this point. Like why? It's legal in Legacy and Vintage and Commander, and the huge spike in price isn't because of Legacy and Vintage. It's because of Commander. So since for a non-competitive format, why not just reprint it in such a way that you can circumvent the reserve list, or just do away with the reserve list. Like the only people that really care about the reserve list aren't even collectors, they're speculators. I don't know a single collector out there that cares about the reserve list at all. Because it doesn't make it any less special. Like, you still have cards that were printed in the hundreds or thousands. I don't think there's much of anything really printed in the hundreds, unless you count Summer Magic. Like, there's still stuff to chase out there, which is half the fun of being actually more than half the fun of being a collector. So, you know, people gonna people. So this has been a fun thing. Not really sure, but hopefully everyone has found this. Well, not every. Hopefully enough people have found this entertaining. Yeah, we are doing various stuff. I'm going to switch back to the overhead camera. Overhead camera. Yeah. We're going to get back to booking up Dominaria United, which is what I intended on doing when this started, and then it kind of became a talk about the past kind of thing, which is also cool. Okay, so we got that. I had my sheets earlier. Where did I put them? There they are. All right, Dominaria United. Hey, here we go. All right, we've got a Johnny Sleeper Agent. Now I know I had another version. I know I had another Johnny Sleeper Agent, and I cannot find it. Storm Remastered, Dominaria United. Oh, it's so heavy. All this Phyrexia all-1 stuff. That's all stuff that needs to be sorted. Which is also what all this is. This is stuff that needs to be sorted. So is this? How do I want to do this? That. I'll just put them there. Yeah, that works. No, no, it doesn't. They have little boxes. Yeah, I get that one. Cool. Okay. It's Phyrexia all-1 stuff. We've got our Dominaria United stuff. Okay. Now I know for a fact I got a borderless Ajani sleeper agent. Now, what I did with it is the real question. Okay. That's all foils. What the heck is this? Is that the bulk stuff? That's my bulk stuff. Oh well. All right. Johnny Sleeper Agent. Got two regular ones. $192. Which means we actually don't even need this now. Move that out of the way. Got my sheet here. Actually see. We don't need for this. Yeah, see, it says we have 3 Johnny Sleeper Agents. We have the 2 normal ones and then the borderless one. 3, 2 normal, 1 borderless foil. I don't know what I did with the borderless foil one. So this is 192. That's 193. Means it goes right here. Then we have Astor, Bearer of Blades. Let's see. We have 3 normal. Astor, Bearer of Blade. There you are. So we have 4 total. 3 normal. 1 stained glass. Okay. Normal one is 194. Which goes right there. $94. We've got $293. Got real quiet. $293. $293. Okay. And then we have Ravaz the Claw. Ravaz the Claw. So we actually have 4 of these. Two normal, 2 stained glass. Let's see, 314 for our stained glass, which puts it on the next page. $314. There we go. For the regular one, it's $215. Puts it right here. No, that's not right. And $260 right here. All right. Then we have Vrata Drabek. We did not manage to get a single matching set. So we have 6 Rhododravik, 6, got 2 normal, 1 foil, 2 stained glass, and 1 stained glass foil. How much do I live, rip, and ship? I don't know what that means. What is Nate Connell? What does live, rip, and ship mean? Like, do I open packs and for people? I'm open to that idea. Um, it's not something that I do at the moment. This is all just my own collection so far. Right. The part I understand the opening the pack on stream part. The part that I'm having difficulty understanding is the logistics of why I would be shipping things. Like, I mean, I could. But I'm not really sure how that works. Like, do people have packs sent to like content creators like myself and have them open it on stream and organize it, or like how does that work? 213 Rhododravik. And the stream's been going for an hour and a half. To answer your question, Panda Girl. All right, we'll see you next time, Panda Girl. Sleep well. Like some streamers offer selling of packs that you. Oh, I did not know that was a thing. I mean, I guess I could. That is something that I'm open to the idea of. I did not know that was how that worked. To be fair, this is also the first time I've streamed. Normally I make long form videos where I open product, or shorts where I open individual prize packs that I've accumulated over the years. Rhododravik 312. Yeah, I'm just a really big collector at the moment. Wasn't there a whole thing with like people doing case cracks or something like that? Is that the same kind of thing? Like I heard about people doing like portions, like they would sell off parts of a block of a case or something. Like it never really made sense to me. So I never really looked into it further, but is that the same kind of thing? Let's see, Solar Windgrace, we got 3 normal ones, 2 stained glass, and a stained glass foil. Solar Windgrace, we have 6. Is that the same kind of thing, Nate? Where they do like case cracks or box cracks, things like that, where they sell like blocks of the of the case or blocks of the box, and then send it off. Look up packs for purchase and watch one of their live streams. You will see what I mean. Okay. Okay. I am writing that down now. Packs for purpose. Okay. Look up. I will definitely have to look into that. That on my queue. Okay, so we're on Solar Wind Grace. We have 3 normal, 2 stained glass, 1 stained glass foil. This is 319. Means it is. Oh, crap. No. No. That penny sleeve is lost to the ages now. Yeah, it doesn't matter. It's a penny sleeve. Let's see. 319. It gives you opening content at the cost of the buyer. So you get free subs in reality. That's cool. I mean, I'm not really, I guess I'm kind of paying for subs in that I'm buying product and, and people are subscribing to me opening product. Okay. I will have to look into that model and see where I can go. At the request of some of the subscribers, like I did make a Patreon. I'm still figuring out the levels and how to put that together, even though it's been like a month. There's a Discord that that no one has access to because I haven't set up the Patreon fully. That's the whole thing. Let's see, Joda the Unifier. I opened exactly 2 of him, and they were both stained glass. Yep. 2. There are 2 stained glass. Yeah, I mean, I have a Patreon. I don't have it fully set up, so I need to do something with it. Ooh, one of these Jodas is super miscut. Like the homing mark is showing. I'm gonna switch over to the document cam. Oh, come on. Yeah, there we go. You can see the focus. Come on. You can see the homing mark on this one. Super miscut though. How badly that's miscut. Yeah. That's crazy. Thanks, Nate. It was a pleasure talking with you, and hopefully you'll be able to join us again. Have a good one. So, we're going to put our Jodas into the book at 302. All right. 302. Next we have Rith Liberated Primeval, which Apparently, I only got only managed to pull that kind. That's interesting. So we got 5 of them. Looks like we got 5. Yeah, we got 5. 3 stained glass foils and 2 regular stained glass. So it's Rith Liberated Primeval. So we got 5. 2 stained glass and 3 stained glass foil. I put space for extras in the back. I did. Okay. $313. $313. Oh, stained glass foil spares back here. Okay. Eight. 6 normal. 1 stained glass. 1 is foil. Okay. Does that get us through all of the other stuff? Nope, looks like it. All right. Squee, Dubious Monarch. Okay. Squee. 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 Got a whole bunch of squee. Got several playsets. Hmm. I want to see how many squee we got. All right. So we got 1. We got 4 normals. 4 stained glass. And we got one foil stained glass. Cool. So the one foil stained glass can go the overflow in the back. And the four these. We got 10 squeeze. Wow. Squee. We have 10. So 4 normal. 1 foil. 4 stained glass. 1 stained glass foil. Which is about the distribution that we really want. Pretty much anything. So let's see. Foils in the back. Squee 146. We have anything even remotely close to 146. We've got 92. 190. Nine, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 80. 1, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 70. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 60. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 50. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 50 or 40. So 40, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 146 right there. And I got 291 for a foil. Or for our stained glass. 292, 291, 291. I don't actually need to keep that. Right. All right. All right, I'll say this is probably going to be the last 10 minutes. I think streaming for 2 hours is sufficient. So that and this is a test stream, so not really super exciting. I'll definitely post this up, but I'm not expecting anyone to ever watch this, to be honest. Granted, I kind of feel like that with all of my videos. Why would anyone watch this? Let's see. Leaf Crowned Visionary. There. Herd Migration right there. Filer of Vigor. Urborg Lurgoyf. Beast Caller. Threats undetected. Green Widow, Defiler, Largoyf, Speaker, Threats, World Spell, Largoyf, Defiler, Bird, Beast Caller, World Spell, Silverback, Speaker, Visionary, Speaker, Threats, Briar, Bird, Beast Caller, Threats, Beast Caller, Bird, Lone Speaker, Visionary, Defiler, Largoyf, and Beast Caller. Alright. Urborg, Largoyf, we have 4 normal ones. And that is it. Four. And that's 4 normal. Defiler Vigor, we have 4. One of which is foil. Have 2 Llanowar Green Widow? That doesn't seem right. Yeah, we only have 2 Llanowar Green Widow. Wow. Let's see, Llanowar Lone Speaker. We've got 5, 1 borderless. Got 2 Briar Hydra, both normal. Two normal. That one's in a weird spot. Let's see, it's 286. 90, 89, 88, 76. Okay. A little strange. Okay. Guardian Beast Caller, we've got 1. So we've got 6. 5 normals, 1 borderless foil. Let's see. Okay. 75. Let's see. Threats undetected. We have a misprinted one. Actually, I have two misprinted ones. We've got one with light ink and one with dark ink. That's interesting. The card quality standards have been slipping. Threats undetected. We have 6. It's 5 normal, 1 borderless. And then 1 misprinted. Yeah, misprint, miscut, actually. Error. Miscut. Plus dark ink. That in my stack of misprints. Silverback Elder, we have 2 with normal. 2 normal. World Spell, we have 2 normal. Let's see, the World Spell, we have 2 normal. And for Leaf Crown Visionary, we have a promo foil and 4 normals. So, Visionary, we've got 5, 4 normals, 1 re-release foil. Then Herd Migration, we have 5. We've got a borderless foil, regular foil, and 3 normals. I don't think I opened any bundles for this set. Means I don't have the bundle Herd Migrations. Migration, we have 5. 3 normal, 1 foil, 1 borderless foil. All right, that's all of that sorted in. So now let's book them. So it's 92. That's 89. Let's see. 89. Five, 6. Okay. 9, 8, 7, 6. 5. Let's see. That's 5, 6, 7. Okay. It's reverse numerical. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 85, 4, 3, 2, 1. 80. 79, 78, 77. 76, 75. 'Yeah, sometimes the pages can be a little tight. They tend to have less issues once you fill them more. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 170. 169. 8. 167. 6, 5. 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Yeah. Nine, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. 9, 8, 7, 6. Cool. We got squee in the right place too. So that's our green stuff. Okay. Right. That is enough of that for today. Go back to our midpoint. Book over here. That, and we will close out the stream. All right. Thank you everyone for joining. I'm going to try and make a schedule for this. I don't know how that's going to work. I do have a new contract that will hopefully be starting soon. So time may be a little wonky for a little bit, but we'll figure it out. As always, until next time, stay awesome. Don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe. Thank you everyone that joined the stream today. That would be, and everyone that interacted as well. So shout out to Nate Connell, Panda Girl, Marius Flick, Fernando, and let's see. Not really sure how to get farther. Fernando. And TLF. Thank you all for joining, and everyone that didn't talk, thank you as well. So yeah. Until next time, stay awesome, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye.